Today we teach you the secrets of Overwatch.
Take you inside VidCon.
Share everything you need to know about Dragon Ball FighterZ.
And show you what it's like to play Nintendo Switch in zero gravity.
This is the IGN Show.
What's up, everybody? On today's show, we've got all your Dragon Ball FighterZ news, plus we try out a mod that lets you play GTA 5 as animals?
And we take you to VidCon and teach you exactly how you can become a superstar streamer.
But first, Alana and I recently took a little field trip for a truly unique experience.
You did? You just didn't call me for that one or what?
I just got a new phone.
Anyway, the unique controller for the Nintendo Switch gives users a chance to try gaming in a whole new way.
I know you have my number.
I know what you're talking about. So we tried to figure out what the most unique place you could play the Switch would be. The answer we figured out was outer space.
It's been the same number forever.
Unfortunately, it turns out it's pretty expensive to go to space, so we found the closest thing that's still here on Earth. Check out what happened when we tried playing the Nintendo Switch in zero gravity.
We are going to play 1-2 Switch in zero gravity.
We traveled to the edge of the atmosphere to play the Nintendo Switch at 19,000 feet above the Earth in zero gravity.
Zero gravity flights occur when a plane flies in a parabolic pattern, creating a series of climbs and drops in altitude where you're falling at the same rate as the container surrounding you. So it feels exactly like being an astronaut in zero G for a very small amount of time.
Today's challenge is to complete the 1-2 Switch minigame, Wizard. The object of the game is to use the Joy-Con controller as a wand to push your opponent backwards by thrusting a beam of magic at them. Each drop in zero G lasts about 25 seconds, so every second counts.
Look at each other. All right. Good, we gotta set it up. Ready to go. Let's do it. Switch trigger. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. We gotta. You good? Hold the screen. Hold on. I got the screen. All right. Turn it up. I think we should hold the wall. Yes. Okay. Okay. Alright, stand up. Baby, you gotta go on the other side of me, you gotta get back that way. Holy crap, you guys! That was the most amazing thing ever. What do you think?
Absolutely mind blown. Everyone should experience that.
I'm Alana.
I'm Naomi.
We just did the Extreme Gaming Challenge, playing 1-2 Switch in zero gravity, and it was awesome.
I had such a blast on that plane.
Legitimately one of the best days of my life, and thankfully nobody on the plane vomited.
Oh my gosh, I would still do it again.
Yeah, me too, 100%. Coming up on the show, secrets of Overwatch from the game's lead designer, and we get you up to speed on everything Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Plus, we go all access at VidCon to bring you the ultimate guide on how to become a successful streamer. But first, enjoy this Overwatch dance break.
have what it takes to become the next big streamer.
I can't answer to that, but you and I do both have YouTube channels.
You know, whatever you want to do, man. It's up to you.
There's a reason for all of this madness.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's in!
Oh yeah, I started making YouTube videos when I was in high school because I needed somebody to talk to.
Oh wow, so sophisticated. Nope, not wearing pants. That's cool too.
We have truly gotten somewhere. Thank you.
I think it's a really great way to grow a community, and you can start it pretty much just with an iPhone, so there's no bad way to start out. We did actually talk to a bunch of really popular YouTubers at VidCon, including Smosh Games, the Slow-Mo guys, and Crank Gameplays. Here's what they had to say. Pretty much anyone who is here as a fan could become the next Smosh Games someday. What advice would you give to those people?
Have good audio. Audio, easily the most important thing about a video. Hands down. The best YouTubers are just normal people. We have our own quirks, we all have our own personalities, and that's the most important part. You don't have to try to be Joven Shy, you don't have to try to be PewDiePie, just be you.
Love what you do. Don't just like get into it for like money or anything like that. Like people can tell if you're genuine and you're enjoying what you're doing. If you're streaming on Twitch, stream every day. If you're making YouTube videos, post two a week, have this like certain day and time and just keep doing that.
Be consistent and create content that you will love, because that will shine through, your audience will find you. And then once you are comfortable in your element, you can start asking advice from other people, but you should first love your content.
Yeah, make stuff that you would want to watch and not stuff that you think other people want to watch.
My number one piece of advice is make content that you would want to watch. Like, if you're having fun making it and you having fun watching it, then other people will too. And I think that really needs to come across. Don't copy somebody else, do your own thing, and just have fun with it.
Twitter. Get on Twitter and start networking with people and use Twitter video. Use Twitter video, reach out to your favorite content creators, make videos on Twitter and like promo videos for content that you're putting up on your YouTube channel. I connect to huge YouTubers just by being myself on camera. And when I say be yourself, not what you think yourself is, but what you really are. Like, if you're awkward, be awkward on camera. You know, like, eventually you're just not gonna be awkward on camera, but just don't try to be somebody that you aren't.
No one's gonna start off very good. Everyone is embarrassed at the very first videos on their channel.
Everybody's stuff at the beginning is gonna be bad. My videos, the first time that I ever made a video, I took my camera and I pointed it at the TV because I didn't know how to capture gameplay, and the only thing that was lighting my face was my monitor. But I was playing a game, so when the screen went black, so did my face, and there was none of me there. Try and be consistent if you can, and then like doing trending stuff will get you more views and stuff, I guess, but it's all about like, what do you enjoy making? Because if you enjoy making something, then there's a lot of other people that are also going to enjoy that thing.
Keep making it until you feel comfortable doing it, and then hopefully you'll get a following. And you can always delete the first videos anyway.
I did that. Mine are all gone, it's fine.
Still to come, we've got tons of news on the upcoming Dragon Ball FighterZ. Plus, we share some of our favorite Overwatch secrets. But first, have you ever wondered what it would be like to play GTA 5 as a seagull? How about a humpback whale? Check out this Grand Theft Auto mod that features all of your favorite barnyard animals. I highly recommend playing as the cow.
Get it. I can't. Get off that thing. We're driving. No, this is mine. What did I do? This has turned into Tony Hawk. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there we go.
It's like you're
so
watching
pretty.
a documentary.
Oh, he's so cute. Weapon, give all. Fine. This whale needs an edge. Yeah, we broke it!
There
we go.
He's just Chimp. Mr. Chimp was his father.
And he's out for revenge. Now let's see if I can give him weapons and make the game not break. Look at his little butt.
The Chimp's revenge.
I need to know what happens, Mark.
No, Dragon Ball FighterZ isn't going to get here until sometime later next year, so we decided to put together something that should keep fans of the franchise pretty excited.
Dragon Ball Z has had a ton of fighting games over the years of varying degrees of quality, but none have ever made us more excited than Dragon Ball FighterZ. Visually, it's pretty easy to see why, but there's more to this game than meets the eye, which is why I'm here to break down the 7 things you need to know about Dragon Ball FighterZ. First off, let's talk about the combat system of the game. As this is an Arc System Works title, the controls are very similar to those of Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, and Persona 4 Arena. It's a 4-button combat system, with light, medium, and heavy attacks, and then the 4th button is used for projectiles. Because it just wouldn't be a Dragon Ball fighting game if you couldn't do this. Unique to Dragon Ball FighterZ is the addition of a homing attack that allows players to quickly dash towards an opponent with the touch of a button to either initiate a combo or pursue them after a launcher for an air combo. And of course, you've got your super meter, which governs your usage of super moves and other special abilities. It can be charged in the standard fighting game fashion of simply beating an opponent up or getting beat up yourself, but it can also be charged in the true Dragon Ball Z way of screaming at the top of your lungs. There are also push blocks to put some distance between you and an aggressive enemy, and a neat teleportation maneuver that costs a bar of meter, but teleports you behind an enemy for a quick cross-up. As far as characters go, the developers have been mostly quiet with regards to who we can expect to see populate the roster, but for now we've got 7 confirmed characters: Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu, and the recently announced Future Trunks. As for how they play, Goku and Cell feel the most well-rounded, not particularly excelling or faltering in any areas. Gohan and Vegeta are straight-up aggressive rushdown characters that excel at getting in your face with dizzying speed. Frieza is especially good from a distance with a bunch of long-range attacks, and Buu is a comparatively slow-moving powerhouse. Dragon Ball FighterZ also has a comeback mechanic very similar to X Factor in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 in the form of the Sparking Blast. Players can only use Sparking Blast once per match, and popping it will give a character an immediate boost in power in addition to regeneration of all their blue life. It's also worth mentioning that this is perhaps the most true to the source material Dragon Ball fighting game that there has ever been. Even going beyond just the look of the game, which is stunning in its attention to detail, just about every maneuver, stance, and pose is taken straight from the source material. Next up, taking a page out of Marvel vs. Capcom's book, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a 3-on-3 fighting game with all the depth and complexities that go along with it. Assists can be called down with a press of the left trigger and bumper, tags can be done by holding the buttons down, and you can even do delayed hyper combos by inputting the command of your teammate's super and pressing the assist button during the active character's super. As you would imagine, any character that has been tagged out will slowly regenerate their health, making it important to manage your character's health bars while also taking care not to recklessly tag in when your opponent is able to punish it. If you watch the show, you probably know that any arena the Dragon Ball Z characters fight in typically looks dramatically different by the time that fight is over. Using a super move to finish off an opponent on Namek, for instance, will cause this to happen.
Told you, you'd be excited, right? Well, this may sound like blasphemy, but I actually think that the game somehow visually looks better than the anime.
You know, I totally agree. And if you think that was cool, tune in tomorrow where I went down to Anime Expo to actually play the game.
If I could be any video game character, I would be Nathan Drake. 100%.
Andrew Ryan, who's the guy who created the entire underwater city in BioShock.
Princess Zelda.
Yes!
She has the coolest outfit.
She's so strong, too.
It'd be Luigi. I always love Luigi. I always love playing the second character. I don't know why. It was always so much fun.
I would have to say Nathan Drake. He's sloppy, but he gets it done.
We all know the comment section can be a very cruel place. It can also be quite positive. But those comments are never fun, so why would we focus on that? We took the worst of the worst and spoon-fed it straight to Overwatch lead designer Jeff Kaplan. Here's what he thought.
So a lot of people think nobody ever reads these or they will never get in the hands of a developer. Well, here we go. Metal Gear Salad writes, there was a recent leak for this game which revealed that all of the DLC characters are set to be female. this is actually true. We're not really into making male characters, and over time, we'll be removing the male characters as well. So, no more Hanzo, no more Genji, no more Torbjorn. Thank you, Metal Gear. We appreciate that.
Justice reigns from above.
Sean H. writes to us, I want Junkrat in lingerie one day. All right, next comment.
Welcome to my reality.
Okay, from Spoilsbury, wake me up when we get a reboot/sequel to Lost Vikings. Now, this is a little known fact, but Hearthstone is actually the sequel to Lost Vikings, and I didn't want to spoil anything. I'm not a member of the Hearthstone team. Originally, the title for Hearthstone was Lost Vikings 2, and not a lot of people know this, so. All the characters are broken and overpowered. I think that's pretty awesome. Because the internet has sort of ruined my ability to read certain words, I don't know what the word broken even means anymore. So whenever I see the word broken, I just take that as a compliment. So that's awesome. This is from J-Rock Marine. Overwatch, more like overrated, am I right? But anyway, I want Doomfist. And that is all. That is all of our comments from IGN readers. Thank you guys. This was very insightful.
All right, so you think you know everything about Overwatch? Well, prepare to have your world shaken to its core, because here are the secret origins of your favorite heroes.
Genji was super interesting because Genji and Hanzo started out as the same character. It looked more like Genji than it did Hanzo, but he had a bow, katana, shuriken, and could assassinate people with his katana out of stealth. We moved off of that design for obvious reasons because it made everybody miserable. One of the coolest things about McCree is that his revolver was core to the design, and the reason that that revolver was such an important thing to us is because we loved Half-Life 1 and 2, where they had that amazing revolver that we thought was one of the best guns in the game, and we loved the way it felt, and we wanted to have a character who had a gun that felt like that. Farah is fascinating because she started out, her internal code name was Rocket Dude, and then eventually we decided that it was going to be a female, so she became Rocket Queen. We have an internal naming convention for all of our heroes, and hers is Rocket Queen. And then everybody always sings the Guns N' Roses song whenever they say that, so that is a little tidbit about Farah. Reaper is one of the characters that came to us from a previous game we were working on called Titan. And he had an ability that we later put on Sombra, which was when characters got low on health, you could see them through the walls. And it created that terrifying feeling of when you were low on health, you knew he was going to be stalking you. Soldier 76 was a character from one of Chris Metzen's comics that he was writing. And he came up with a character, I believe, in the 90s. He had drawn all these pictures, he had written stories about it. And when we came to working on the story of Overwatch, and we were talking about, you know, sort of this fallen leader type that we wanted to have, basically Chris gave us this character that belonged to him from his own personal life and career, and gave him to Overwatch. So that really is Chris's character. Sombra took a long, long time to make. Her stealth used to be a passive ability. Whenever she was out of combat, she would go into stealth, and we would tweak the amount of time out of combat into stealth, or the amount of time that it took to go into stealth just in general. And eventually it got to be instant, and Sombra was pretty much a nightmare. Tracer is who I want to be when I grow up someday. Her initial design was inspired from a design we had on a previous game. In that game it was called the Jumper, and it was just a class. Whenever we used to describe Tracer to people, hey, we're gonna make this game. It has this character that can blink 30 meters across the map as fast as you can press the button. People would always say to us, that's horribly broken and you can't make a game like that, it'll never be balanced.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, you should check out our 5 secrets about Overwatch's support heroes, or 6 secrets about the defense heroes. Ah, so many secrets!
Be sure to join us tomorrow as we explore the secret origin of Minecraft, share some of our favorite cosplay, and go inside Anime Expo with a special look at Dragon Ball FighterZ.
And that's our show today. Thanks for hanging out.
Check us out on the IGN app.
And remember, keep it locked to IGN.
So, how about Dota 2?
Oh, I remember.